Motivation is the love of Jesus. We're called to love our neighbor as ourselves, and I see agriculture as one of the ways that we can do that. And I see grafted mangoes as a long-term benefit, multi-generational. And so when we plant a grafted mango, it can produce year after year, up to 100 years. And so it's a long-term income producing. It brings wealth into our community from other parts of Uganda as well as South Sudan. We're only a couple kilometers from South Sudan. And so my motivation is the love of Jesus and to help people understand that God's greatest gift to the West Nile is the soil we're standing on. Uganda is the pearl of Africa, and it can produce and make people gain income for their families and their future relatives. You know, as I look at the grafted mango, I see that it can produce year after year. And so it's a long-term vision approach, a long-term look at producing wealth. Yes, it's good to grow maize, machele, the other crops, but mangoes can produce year after year. If you have drought, if you have floods, the mango remains. And when we graft them, we're grafting to the local mango. We're using the local rootstock that's been here for hundreds of years. And then I like to call it, we marry it to the big mango. We just marry it and tie it together. We marry them together, and so you have the root stock that's local, and you have the mango that's big and juicy, and it has a good market for juicing or in the marketplace, and it produces year after year after.
As outgrowers, could you be the off-taker if you have the big market? Those are things that we look at as Uganda Agribusiness Alliance. Beyond being an off-taker, can you help the emerging local mango growers with capacity to be able to have the best mangoes that can compete in the international market? Those are the things that I am looking beyond this meeting today and the next discussion that we'll be talking with you in our capacity as Uganda Agribusiness Alliance that has the mandate to convene state and non-state actors on agribusiness and agro-industrialization in Uganda.
Amen.
Managing Director, Mr. Augustine Mudaki Mwenda, is unable to be here, and our board chairperson, Honorable Victoria, who is also the founder, Sekteleko, is unable to be here because they are judges for the best farmer. But Uganda Agribusiness Alliance is ably represented, and I'm humbled to be here with you.
Yeah, that's a question that often, because there's challenges, and we often, as we say in economics, we have to spend money to make money. Yeah. And so a seedling will cost $5,000. However, in our area here, we have plenty of local mangoes that we can get from the bush, and then we have scions right here that people can come and get and learn how to graft and actually graft their own mangoes and eliminate that cost, or graft and sell grafted seedlings. There's also the challenge of planting, so we teach how to plant. Zakeo, our production officer, will teach that. So planting is very important. You just can't stick it in the ground. The other thing is that people have to be taught that the biggest enemy for growing mangoes is the goats. And so you have to have a local way of protecting them. There's different ways of doing that. That has to be there. And of course, we know there's fruit fly problems. When I first started growing mangoes here, they said, well, we're just going to feed the birds because, you know, when mango season is here, the mangoes drop and they're smelling because there's no market. But there's a market for grafting.
Fruit industry has been promoted in this country, and particularly in our region. If you recall, under Operation Wealth Creation, we are majorly supporting communities in grafted mango seedlings, grafted citrus seedlings, and a bit of coffee under UCDA, so that they improve their nutrition and income. And government has put a big investment in our hub in Yumbe. We have a fruit factory which is supposed to collect all the available fruits, especially mangoes in the Westnile region, to process it and add value to it for export and for local markets and supermarkets. So we really hope the synergy in the fruit industry will support our local communities, because the line in Yumbe is for both improved mango trees and local mango fruits. The fibrous we have, we can squeeze the juice and preserve it. So over time, mango is the future of this region, because the climate here is so good, the soils are good for mango growth. And we thank Jacob Lee for that vision and innovation in it. This is like another learning center for us. And as government, we encourage all partners in agricultural extension. Government is not the monopoly of agricultural extension. The knowledge base can be from church-based organizations, initiatives like Agribusiness Alliance, investment. Government has put the nation into hubs. You know, we have a hub of Noya. There is a big investment of fruit processing in Noya for the hub of Acholi up to Ajumani, there in Noya. And then for Westnile hub, we have our processing in Lodonga in Yumbe. So over time, the factory is already built. It's now the software part of managing the marketing system. And we hope the ultimate outcome will be a chain of unprocessed fruits moving from all over this region to Lodonga in Yumbe, so that it can be processed and preserved to earn at least better money.
Yeah, and so we don't
They
lose
follow
our
one
soil.
direction.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we also have over here, are you going to bring them over here, Zachary, to see the sativa grass?